Don't wanna get closer. If you're playing with my mind, it ain't fair. Don't wanna spend my energy. Give my attention if yours ain't there. I don't wanna give you the best of me. If you're just gonna give the rest, you see, I don't play the long game unless I'm your end game, babe. Don't you do it to me what you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. Follow the golden rule, we won't have no problems. Hey, don't you go making a fool of me. Don't make no mistake loving you. But if you're running around on me, let me spell it out for you. ITGAS. If I'm not the one you're missing, the one you wanna call when you're feeling low, if I'm not the only one you're kissing, then I don't care, I don't care. The one you're looking for in the crowd, the one that calls your mind when it gets too loud. If I'm not the one you want around, then I don't care, I don't care.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you? I was washing dishes real quick.
Say that again?
I was washing the dishes real quick.
Oh, washing the dishes.
Yeah. What's up, home?
I am not in the mood. Myrtle can't be up here today. Mama
I
Chris
know,
isn't
that's
up here
why
today, and I
she's
don't feel like doing makeup, so I feel kind of bad. I'm
I
having one of
can't-
those days. Myrtle, guess what I did today? I was playing Minecraft and I died, which hasn't happened in a very long time. That usually doesn't happen to me.
My son plays Minecraft.
It's Wesker and Doll's fault that I play Minecraft. And if you want to see me play, the first time I ever play it, it's on Gaming with Vixie in the playlist. It's like the first or second one on the playlist when I first introduced me to it, which is terrible because Doll throughout the whole thing goes, walk towards me. That would be really cool if I could figure out how. Come here. Where is here?
Or if there was arrows pointing to where she was, you know, it's like you're not in sight, and I don't know your coordinates.
Well, and then I didn't even know what coordinates were. I was very new. I drowned like 3 times.
I walked off
getting
a
to
cliff.
the base.
I was running somewhere, and I walked off a cliff like almost immediately.
I know. Well, I'm cutting out this dungeon mine thing, and so I'm going blindly to this coordinate through walls, right? And there's lakes of lava and waterfalls, and usually I'm really good at getting them. Well, in this build, we have like pools of water in our walls that have magma blocks on the bottom. So I'm trying to dig up, which you should never do in Minecraft. But I do it anyways because it's the only way to really get the water taken care of. So I fall off and I try to swim up and I keep hitting my head, and below me is a magma block. So I'm burning up and drowning at the same time. And it really sucks because I just gathered a whole bunch of diamonds. I needed diamonds. Now I have to find some more. Oh my God. It was hilarious. I died. And I was like, what? I died. Oh, it doesn't have to be. I don't rage about stuff like that. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
The only thing I miss, I'm like, oh, all my diamonds. I feel bad about that. Oh, and wood. I'd gone outside and cut down a whole bunch of trees, so I had a whole bunch of wood on me too. It's terrible. I'm terrible. But if anybody wants to see what I did or what I'm doing, we'll be on at 6:30. I will. I don't know if anyone else is going to be here for Minecraft. Maybe Mama Chris. Maybe Rabbit probably won't because I think he's with his family this week.
Yeah, the bus he gone this week.
Oh, I just went upstairs and got all my iron bricks. I got a snot ton of them. I have like 4 stacks. So I just made a whole bunch of pickaxes. And I'm working on making it safe for travels. I guess that's what I'm going to be showing everybody today at 6:30 is how to win a war against this water. This is how you win the war against water.
I don't know what my son does on there. He's always telling me, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Mine plays in creative mode and has all the monsters running around. He loves all the monsters running around, but they don't hurt him.
Yeah, that's what he does. He plays the creative mode. I'm like, okay.
So he makes tons of stuff.
Yes.
So in we play survival, which we don't have monsters. I can't deal with monsters. I've tried it twice and I'm just not good at it. They jump scare me and then I get real pissy about it. Now that I get pissy about it. I'm like, you jump scared me. It's not fair.
I think that's what he likes. He likes the jump
I think
scare.
my son likes that too, that jump scare thing.
Because he likes 5 Nights to Freddy, and that's a whole bunch of jump scares too. So
oh yeah.
I think it's this tutorial. I'm like, whatever. So you see, you do what I gotta do. He's fine.
Let me do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Be creative.
Yep. And he has to swear to he has the video, the virtual reality.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has, my husband has the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, but my husband doesn't let him play with any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So unless he's home. So usually it's the Switch or his VR, because that's his. He got it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And,
well, my kid likes to play on my husband's phone.
Oh, see, I don't give him the phone.
I won't give him mine either. I'm like, I'm not giving my kids my phone.
But
go for it.
Will.
What?
My husband will. He's like, you take my phone. I'm like,
it's all you, buddy.
Like, go for it, because
I don't. First of all, I don't want you messing with my phone because it's set the way I like it. I don't need all these games downloaded to it because I will just unload them. Like,
yeah, I don't have games on my phone.
I do. I have anxiety games.
I have them on my iPad, but not my phone.
I have like Merge Dragons. I love that. I've been playing it for years. Just one of those merge games, you know, where you collect stuff and merge them together. And I have all the Candy Crush ones. Soda Candy Crush, Crush, Friends of Candy Crush, whatever they all are. I have them all. So that when I run out of lives, I can do the other one. Those are for like when I wake up in the middle of the night with an anxiety attack and I have no one to talk to.
When I wake up in the middle of the night, I watch TikTok.
You what?
I go on TikTok.
Oh, TikTok?
I watch TikTok. But
I like if I'm having one where sometimes anxiety comes different for me all the time in different ways.
Yeah.
If I have the one where I'm fearful for no reason, which I hate the worst, that's the worst one for me, is I'm fearful, then I like to watch Tatum, the dog. He his dad makes a great voice and does funny shit. So I'm like, this is wholesome. I like this. Because my main stuff that I watch, like on TV and stuff, I watch like crime stuff, and
so do
thieving stuff, and beat you up and kill you stuff. I'm not a girly girl. I don't usually watch the girly girl shows.
I'm a needle.
I like heist movies. Those are my favorite. Where you watch the criminals plan everything out, and like Ocean's 11.
I watch a lot of scary movies. I'm a big horror fan, but because of the kid, I have to be careful because he likes to repeat stuff. And the school has questioned me on what he's repeated. So I have to be really careful what I watch.
Yeah. A few years ago, 2 years ago, last year, something like that. One of the years ago. I don't remember which one. They started talking to me about Fuzzy Wuzzy or whatever his name is. And he's terrible. I watched this video. I sat and watched through it, and he was telling you to kill your parents and all kinds of terrible, terrible things. And I'm like, okay, maybe he shouldn't be watching this. The next year, I see kids walking into this elementary school with backpacks with him on them.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Why did I get pulled in for this? Obviously.
I got pulled in because my son was talking about death. And it was right after his great-grandmother passed away.
Oh.
And when this happened, Mason had very limited vocabulary. He spoke like 3 more sentences. So they took it as like he wanted to die and that he was expressing how death was. So they made me go get him evaluated.
Right.
They thought he was like suicidal. He was 4 years old. I was so mad. They wouldn't let him go back to school until he got like evaluated from a psychiatrist and all kinds of stuff.
I'm way in the back. When you come down the stairs, you turn right and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, and then you turn to the left when it dead ends. I'm really far back. Oh.
So I don't get along with the school.
Well, and then I think about the crap I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, y'all wouldn't make it. You know, Bugs Bunny is some of the most violent cartoons I've ever seen in my entire life. Everybody's shooting each other, pounding each other with hammers. You know, they're just rat traps, all kinds of stuff. That is the most violent shit out there. I survived.
Mason was going to Tom and Jerry, and he was like, Mom, let's get dynamite and go blow up the castle now. No. No.
There's a Calvin and Hobbes. And if those of you who don't know who Calvin and Hobbes are, it's a little boy and his stuffed tiger, but his stuffed tiger in his imagination is a real tiger and his best friend. So Calvin goes up to his mom and says, we're out of TNT. We're out of dynamite. And then the next thing you see is him sitting on his bed. Go ahead.
He asked her, Mom, when are you going to the store? Because I don't know why. And he walks up with 2 pillows strapped in the front and the back, wearing a football helmet, saying, we seem to be out of dynamite. And then the last picture shows him sitting on the bed without that stuff on, saying, I didn't even do it yet.
I didn't even do it. I love that. Cracks me up. But it's true, too. I mean, Masters of the Universe, you saw people die on Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. I grew up watching horror movies. Like, that was a normal thing in my house. But now it's a big old controversy with the school, and I'm like...
And you can't have your kids play in your backyard. You have to be sitting right there.
Well, I'm kind of lucky because my backyard... So my dad lives... My house faces this way, and my dad's house faces this way. So my backyard is the side of my dad's house. So Mason's free to play in that area because it's on the middle of both our properties. But if it wasn't for that,
Well, we're completely fenced in. Front and backyard are fenced in with padlocks on the gates. But we were told, no, you have to be out there with your children. I'm like, till when? Until they're 18. You have to be kidding me.
I was told that too, but I was like, you know what? He needs to. I can see him, like, when I cook, if I open the back door, it's right behind me, so I can see him playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he's fine. He knows where to go. But he won't go outside right now because it's too hot.
My kids too. Or it's raining.
He's like, Mom, it's too hot. And so we live in Texas, so, you know, he never wants to go outside.
Our kids don't want to go out very often either. But they used to. They used to want to go out all the time.
He used to love to go outside, but since like COVID hit, he won't.
The first time I introduced my daughter to grass, she was very tiny. And I set her down in the grass and she looked at me like I was the most evil thing on the planet.
Oh, I don't like grass.
She was like, what the hell is this?
Mason still doesn't like grass to this day. He don't like any of that. Because if it's sensory.
Yeah, it's sensory. It was sensory. I didn't know at the time, but it was sensory. You've probably heard of the moon dough? It's like foamy dough. Yes. I got some of that to do some sensory stuff, and I stuck my daughter's hand in it, and she was mad. She didn't look at me for like a few days, like, I don't know who you are.
They did shaving cream.
Shaving cream. I had a bin full of pinto beans.
He was so mad. He cried and he washed his hands.
Mine do that too. They're like, no, they don't want to be messy. They're like,
even now he doesn't like it, like getting him to use soap.
Oh, I have to say, did you wash your hands with soap?
Yes. So do I.
Did you wash your hair with shampoo?
Yeah, I have to do that too. When you take the bath, I'm like, did you use soap?
Did she use shampoo? I don't care if you use conditioner, but you got to use shampoo and
wash it.
Seriously, he could use his soap for his hair. He has so little hair, and it's just clear glistening soap. It won't hurt him.
Mason has curly hair like me, and it's soap, but he has a lot of hair, even though it's soap. And it
My oldest
smells. He smells like a puppy. So, like, go wash it.
Yeah, I have to cut everybody's hair. I'll probably do that Monday.
Yeah,
everybody needs a haircut.
Mason wants a haircut.
Dad and all 3 kids.
I was supposed to take him this weekend, but Jonathan has to work Saturday and Sunday. So I don't know where I'm gonna take him.
We took the girl once to get her haircut. Epic fail. The lady tried. She did an awesome job. She was really, you could tell she dealt with autistic kids before. She was really nice, but no, my daughter was like, no, we're not doing this.
We take Mason to the same place. He's been going to the same place for 3 years, and if the lady's not there, he won't get a haircut. He will only get one if that person's there.
Whew.
So
that's going to be a hard transition when she's not working anymore.
And it's a good thing that she's my age.
Oh, good. She should be around for a while.
And funny thing is, we actually grew up around the same crowd of people. That's not together.
Yeah, I understand.
So we know a lot of the same people, so it's easy, like. But it's hard though, because he doesn't like anything.
Usually my youngest goes to the barber with my stepdad. But he's up in Michigan with my mom for the summer. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to cut your hair, and I'm gonna screw it up. I know I'm gonna screw it up.
See, that's why I won't cut it, because Mason likes to get a fade. Because he likes above his head. He likes how it feels. I can't do that. So, like, I do my husband's haircut because he has the undercut, and he likes it all the way down to zero. My husband. So I could cut his hair because all I gotta do is save the
Zip.
undercut. But
my
I can't do that to my son. He'll freak out. So,
my oldest, he has curls like mine, and he
so
looks like
just,
the Beatles. You know how the Beatles grew out their hair, and it was like the stages of growth. He looks just like a beetle.
I mean, do you have a couple of you?
It's okay.
Like, no, still it, Mason. Good job, now put it back. He's making himself a drink.
my youngest did that the other day. I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm getting iced tea." I'm like, "Please don't break anything."
That's what he's doing right now. He was getting tea. He don't like ice. Mason don't like ice. Anything with ice in it.
See, I like my husband's that way. He hates ice. I love ice. I buy
I
bags
have
of
to
ice.
have ice.
I said, people are like, "Why do you not make?" I do not make ice because I drink bottled water. So why would I make ice with my water to put in with my bottled water? That doesn't make any sense. So I buy big bags of ice and put them in the back freezer.
That's what we do. We buy ice. And because I drink water all the time, so it has to be cold.
I like it cold.
My son likes bottled water in
Room temperature. When I'm like exerted, like I've been doing a lot around and I'm having, I'm tired and I'm really overexerted, I like to like down a room temperature one.
See, that's what he does. He downs water. Because I tell him you have to drink water so he'll chug it. And I'm like, you're going to make yourself sick.
Oh, and then I get my youngest Dr. Pepper when it's on sale because I like him to have the little bottles so that screw on tops and stuff like that. He's only allowed to have 2 a day. So, like, you're only allowed 2. That's it. You're done.
I don't give Mason sodas. If I do, it's caffeine free. And it's not all the time, though, because he's so hyper. I'm like, you don't need no more caffeine.
Oh, it doesn't work opposite on him?
It should, but no, it makes him more wild. Like,
mine winds up for seemingly no reason whatsoever. He's just bouncing off the walls and screaming.
Well,
and I'm
he
like,
always bounced off the walls, but if he adds soda with it,
meltdowns.
Yep. And I'm like, I'm not about to do all that.
My daughter gets evil when she eats Hershey Kisses. She can have the Hershey bars, but something in the Hershey Kisses, the way they're processed, makes her go nuts.
Is it the caffeine?
I don't know, or some kind of extra preservative they put in them, because they're made at completely different places.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mason doesn't like chocolate.
He doesn't like all of mine like
neither
chocolate.
do I, so he likes sour candy, but so do I. So
yeah, I like sour candies too.
And he don't eat cake.
No cake? I don't know if that might be sacrilegious, I think. It's an abomination.
I don't think he likes a picture of it.
Oh, probably. I love cake.
He doesn't even like he only rice or pastas, cakes, bread.
My daughter doesn't eat any of that either.
The only type of bread product he eats is tortillas, and that's the closest to bread I can get him. The tortilla.
When I make tacos, my youngest will eat soft tacos. And a tortilla.
soft tacos usually, but it's the area we're in. It's common.
Oh, I accidentally got these huge tortillas because I ordered them to be delivered, right? And I got the huge ones. I'm like, that is like
burritos.
3 tacos in one.
Those are for burritos.
I know. I was like, ah, shit. But then I have to use them because I got them.
Yeah. We get those, but I'm really trying to cut back on his and my husband's portions. Because my husband's diabetic, and Mason was a boy for his age. So I was trying to cut back on how much I eat. So I had to cut back on tortillas and all that. Because they'll eat them all day if you let them. I'm like, that's all they ever want to eat is tacos. I'm like, there's nothing besides the taco. But I don't know.
My kids are so picky.
So is he, so that's why this how I give up. Sometimes I just let him eat whatever I know he'll eat.
Both my boys are skinny. My girl's fat like me. And they're always like, she needs to lose weight. What? She eats like 4 things. I can't not let her eat.
Exactly. Since February, Mason has actually lost 10 pounds. He was 106, and yesterday they weighed him and he's 96 pounds. But even at 96 pounds, he's too big for his age and height. Because he's 4'7". I just think he's going to be big. Cause both of
my oldest is a monster. He is huge.
Both of my nephews were,
but he's not fat.
Both of my nephews were over 6 foot before they were 15. So
yes, I think mine was too. I think he's 20 now, 21.
So I think he's
20, 21.
Be,
and I swear he's like 6'3".
Towers
over his dad.
That's how my nephews are. 163, 162, we're doing 18 now. So I think he's just going to be big like the boys.
My girl is going to be like my clone. She has the same body type as I do. She's almost, she might be as tall as I am now. I'm not sure. She's close. She wears my old shoes. She's got all my she's going to have all my tennis shoes by the end of the year. I swear. It's a good thing I saved a whole bunch.
Mason right now was a size 5.5 in the shoes. So him and my niece were the same size of shoes.
Yeah, and then my oldest all wear the same size everything. So when I'm folding clothes, I have to ask my husband, "Is this yours or his?" I don't know.
I have to do that with my son because we wear the same size t-shirts. And we have multiple t-shirts that are the same.
Yeah.
I'm like, so now I do his laundry separate. So I know what's his, what's mine, and what's... Cause he was a lot of my old t-shirts.
My youngest I have that big blue sweatshirt that I wear. It's like 2 sizes too big for me, okay? And I am a large woman. Mm-hmm. My youngest is teeny. He's like this big around. He's lanky. He's kind of tall for his age. He's lanky. He decided he wanted to wear my hoodie. I said, that's gonna be huge on you.
It's like a dress.
He puts it on. It looks like a dress.
A dress.
And he's like pulling his sleeves up. He's got the hood up.
I like to wear my husband's t-shirts for that reason because they look like a dress.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Because I'm only 5'3.5", and my husband's 5'9", so it's a big difference compared to me. So all his clothes fit me like a dress.
I have normal sized legs, linked legs, just normal. But I have a long torso.
I'm the opposite.
So is Hubby. He's got a smaller torso and longer legs.
And my husband has the longer torso and the shorter legs, like the typical Hispanic
Yeah.
body. And my son's that way. He's already not so late.
And all my kids were like 2 feet long when they were born. They're huge.
Mason was 18 inches. He was little. He was 6 pounds, 3 ounces. He was little.
Mine were all around 7 to 8, I think. Hubby would remember. I don't.
He
remember.
was little. When he came out, that's the first thing the doctor said was, he's smaller than we thought he was. But I was real little enough for me. I only gained like 20 pounds. And it was all like belly. So I didn't think he was going to be that big. He's eating. I went ahead and made him a plate because he was like, Mom, I want you to cook already. I was like, okay, fine. I can't wait for him to go back to school.
Yeah, mine too.
I think I got a week and a half to go. He goes back on the 9th.
Oh, ours. I don't know. I want to say it's the weekend. It's about the same. It might be the 9th. I don't know.
I just find it weird that they go back on the Thursday or Wednesday.
They do that all the time nowadays, though. It's weird.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I remember when we went to school, it was on a Monday.
It was on a Monday. That's when it started.
It was a Monday, yeah. And I'm like, why is it so late in the week? I think it's a Thursday.
I think what they do is the teachers come in those 2 days and set up the classrooms.
Yeah, that's
and stuff.
exactly what they do. Oh, he goes back on a Wednesday. Not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. But he needs to go back. He needs to give me the break. From 7 a.m. till he goes to bed. Mom, I'm bored. Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, something.
Mom.
Yep.
I said, hubby and I were talking, and I said, I remember when I used to tell people that I was a mom for almost 11 years before I was ever called mom, because my 2 oldest didn't talk. My girl has some vocabulary now. Not a lot, but some.
Yeah.
And she says, good morning, Mom. And I love you, Mom. So that's nice. But the first one to ever call me Mom is my youngest.
Mm-hmm.
He was, because he talks.
He
doesn't shut up.
That was one of the words he could say was Mom. So he did say nothing else, but he said Mom. He called everybody Mom. He called everybody with Mom.
My mom, they call my mom Nana. My stepdad Grumpy. And the reason they call him my mom Nana is because that was the noise that my oldest would make when he was little. Na 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 na.
Mm-hmm.
Now he only says it when she's around. So I'm pretty sure he's figured out that that's her. And I think he can read. My oldest. He does stuff and it looks like he's reading. I mean, seriously reading stuff.
He probably can.
But he's addicted to Blue's Clues.
It's not uncommon for them to be able to read this. Because he's not mobile, it's hard for him to tell you he can read. But yeah.
He likes Blue's Clues a lot. We have all of them. We used to buy them all the time on VHS tapes because he would break them accidentally. So we buy them from the thrift stores all the time.
Didn't he buy a whole bunch?
Yep. And I'd keep whatever ones we had duplicates on in the closet and be like, Mom's got a spare one. No worries. But then they stopped making VCRs.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? You took away my VCRs.
Mason liked Mickey Mouse Clubhouse for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
Now I can't really get him to watch TV. He can't sit long enough to watch anything.
Oh, mine run around while they're watching stuff on their tablet.
That's what he does. He plays something and he runs around.
That's what mine does too.
I'm like, okay.
Fine. As long as you're not up my butt. Fine.
You know, I gave out like do what you're gonna do. Long as you're not killing no one or hurting yourself.
I'm always worried. My youngest is neurotic sometimes. He does the whole zoom thing. Like he gets the zoomies.
Yep.
But then he started zooming on my furniture, like lava, the floor is lava kind of thing.
Yes.
I'm like, oh no.
Mason used to have the loft beds,
Mm-hmm.
and like 2 years ago, I had to take it away because he thought it was funny to jump off from the top of the bed to the floor. And he has a ceiling fan, so
Jeez, that's a heart attack.
I was like, no, we're not gonna do that no more.
None of that.
So now he has like a regular full-size bed.
Well, I tried to give my youngest a bed, like beds. There's a mattress for him now if he wants it. But I had loft beds up. I had all kinds of stuff, bunk beds.
Yeah.
We tried all. He likes to sleep in my chair.
Mason likes to sleep on the couch.
So I'm like, just leave him there. I'm like, he's sleeping. I don't care where he's sleeping. He's sleeping.
That's why I tell my husband, I'm like, he's finally asleep.
Just leave him. He'll be fine.
Give him a blanket, he'll be fine. Because Mason likes to cuddle with the blanket. He doesn't.
So did all my kids have their favorite
He
blanket.
don't like to be cuddled with it. He just likes to hold it. So I'm like, heal.
I have one. We have this one that's brown and tan. It's got a huge line on it, and it's heavy. Like it's heavy to pick up. That is my oldest's favorite blanket. He puts it over his head and wears it like a cape, like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
He loves that blanket.
Like that. He had the blue twin side vest one that he'd have for probably like 5-6 years. And he carries that around. I'm like, can you pick a smaller blanket?
Yeah, no kidding. Can we go a little smaller? Just, can this be in the car and then have something else we carry around?
Yeah. Are you done? You gonna go play or what?
He does have your hair.
Come here, you wanna say hi? Come here. Come this way.
Hi.
Hello. Bye-bye.
He's got a cute haircut. That is a cute haircut.
Yeah, but
it's like a fade.
He needs to get it cleaned up on the sides because it's grown out. Because he gets hot easily. He doesn't like any kind of growth. So I gotta get it cleaned up before school.
Yeah, I have to cut my girl's hair off. It's like down the middle of her back and it gets so ratted. Cut,
like this much off of my hair on Tuesday. It was at my butt, now it's like closer.
Mine's getting long fast. But that's okay. As it grows out, I can do different things with it.
It needed to be cut. The ends were fuzzy. I straightened it the other day for the first time in months. I saw the ends of it. I was like, oh, I need to cut the ends off. So
I cut my ponytails off the year before last. And then I didn't do anything to it for like 6 or 7 months. I just left it. It was like a swing cut. It was longer in the front than in the back. But then my mom, when it got past my shoulders, I'm like, Mom, can you just trim this for me? And she goes, what do you want? I said, just even. It's not up and down. It looked like I cut my hair with a knife.
I had to get mine even out because the ends were very... Anything be loud. The ends were very jagged. And then my nails needed to be fixed. Because I can't have my hair this blood because how curly it is. it gets too heavy on the bottom.
That's why in most of the pictures you see me from years ago, I wore braids all the time. I
Well,
twist my hair up and wear braids
if
because
you
it's too heavy.
notice, if you notice, most of the time I have braids too.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay attention, I have braids more than I don't.
Mm-hmm. Because
Just 'cause
like right now I can wear a ponytail, but it's almost to the point where I can no longer wear a ponytail. I'll get headaches so bad
it
from it
gets
pulling.
heavy.
And I've only have one rubber band that works, and it's a rubber band that's actually made for people with dreads. It's like this big. And when you put it in, it stays, but it's tight. I can't wear it all day.
Okay, those are the ones that we buy for my hair when I put chongos. It's the big ones, like those are the only ones that stay in my hair.
That stays up because they just throughout the day they're just falling back.
And because I can't do my hair by myself, once it gets done for the day, it has to stay. I don't have the option to redo it throughout the day.
Right.
So like my braids, I'll get my braids done, and they'll stay for like 2 to 3 days. I'll just like smooth out the sides.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll leave my braids in. So but I got my braids last night, and they'll most likely stay in until Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, you can wear them a lot longer than I can.
Well, they're really tight also. And if they're not tight, they won't stay. Like they have to be super tight.
See, I don't think I'd like that.
When
my mother used to braid my hair, it was like she was pulling my face back.
That's why I told my mom. I always laugh to say my mom gave me a facelift as a kid.
Every time. And my mom ripped that brush through my hair too. She was not gentle. No, I wake up with little dreads in the back of my neck.
Yeah.
And she would just rip that. And I got little short hair back there now. Because I do it too.
I think people that why don't look foldy because my hair's always so tight. I got a facelift at a young age. But because I can't do my hair on my own, it's easier to.
Oh yeah, that makes so much sense.
It's easier to do hairstyles that last 2 to 3 days instead of having to worry about. Even though I have a provider that comes and does it, I have a lot of hair. It takes someone who knows how to do hair to do something with my hair.
Mm-hmm. Now, whenever we used to go on camping weekends, which was usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I would get my hair braided. I'd get little French braids here and then just regular braids of the rest of my hair. And that would stay in for 4 days. But nowadays, people get mad at you when you do that.
Oh, so mine so.
And it costs a lot of money, people, to get somebody to do that.
Like right now, mine sells for one, and then right here, it's split into the two.
Yeah.
And this took like 30 minutes to do. Cause
I think the last time I had my hair braided in the little braids, they're no bigger than my pinky.
Yeah.
It took 2 hours.
I really want to get the fake hair, the cuddled hair, to add to my braids.
I used to have dread drops, which is a whole bunch of dreads on a rubber band and you put them on your ponytails. I love them damn things. I don't know what happened to them. Somebody must have walked off with them. They weren't cheap. They weren't cheap, but they were fun. I really liked them. A lot of people make them in Europe, like as a craft.
I used to do all kinds of stuff like that to my hair back in the day. But if I did it now, I can hear the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Cultural appropriation.
Yep.
But I grew up with.
So did I.
But I used to put little braids all in my hair.
I used to have 3 or 4 girls on me just wanting to touch my hair while I was doing homework. I'm like, fine, just leave me alone.
My mom used to do it once a week. She would take them all out, rewash my hair, and put them all back in.
Yeah.
Because it was easier to not deal with my hair.
Right, which makes complete well, and that's where my girl comes in too. I used to be able to do every morning I would do her hair for school, and I put all these different kinds of braids in and these big bows. I made some big bows out of all different kinds of stuff. And it was fun and it was cute. She looked so adorable. Oh my god. Then one day she realized she could take it out.
Oh, yep.
She won't let me. The minute I put it in, she'll take it out. She's not mean about it, but
yeah.
she doesn't want it in her hair.
I'm not surprised though. That's very common for children on the spectrum.
Yeah, so I need to give her bangs. She doesn't have my widow's peak, and she has a forehead. Like I have a 2-finger forehead. She has at least 3 or 4 fingers. Yeah, mine's like 2 feet. People are like, "How do you wear wigs?" Very carefully. Sometimes I pull my widow's peak out and then I put makeup on it to match the wig.
Yeah, that you do that.
But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But I need to cut her hair. I need to do like a shoulder length bob on her with bangs.
Mason used to have really long hair also, but he doesn't like to boss it.
I can use what?
No, she doesn't either. And she does this, which gives her dreads in the back, and then she's mad. It's like, girl, you did it. You did it to your own head.
Oh, he used to pull it on hair when they cry. I'm like, you the one doing it.
Well, that's yeah. And then I put conditioner straight in her hair. I don't use that. Leave it. Just hardcore conditioner in there, and it can be greasy for a night. I don't care. It'll wash out in the morning.
Yeah.
Just put it right in there. People are like, how do you get it out? Conditioner. Just put it, and it still pulls. It's not as bad, but it still pulls.
Yeah.
Because she could never do it without it. It's just terrible.
Yeah. But it's common though for children on the spectrum. A lot of people don't realize how much us as parents have to deal with. Even the ones that are high functioning.
Oh yeah, my youngest.
Yeah, it's still
find something he needs. He found this bandana that used to be his brother. His brother went through this thing where he would chew on his shirts. So I got him a whole bunch of bandanas so he'd chew on the bandana instead of the shirt. It didn't really work. It kind of worked, but not really. But anyways, the youngest found a pile of them and wears one around his neck almost like a collar, like every day. And I had to take it away last week and it needed to go through the wash. This needed to go through the wash. And he was so upset. I'm like, dude, just let it wash. Just give it a couple hours. It'll wash and dry. It smell great. It'll be like new.
I didn't do that with his blanket the other day. His blanket stunk. I was like, gotta let me wash it.
Sometimes I'm like, no, the smell emanating from this is death to all who enter. You gotta clean it.
And
it's
I have a friend that lives a couple houses down, and they have a child that's in the same grade as my son, and they've been friends since 3. So they only started taking me some places. So they took him to the river last week without me. So I was able to wash his blanket that day.
I know what I'm doing. This is when stuff like this gets done when they're at school. You're like, can I get this done before they get home from school? Yeah. My girl has to change into PJs when she gets home from school. She strips in the living room. I'm like, oh my God. I got some sticky things to put in. It looks like frosted glass. I'm going to see if that works. Because she's a woman now. Yeah. And she gets naked right in the living room. I'm like, I'm getting arrested. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Oh, sometimes it's hilarious. Sometimes it's not fun.
Mason used to be bad about running around naked, but since last year, since I had the adult children, he stopped, so that helped a lot.
Well, yeah, my youngest, he's gotten shy, like bashful.
Yeah, so has
He actually closes the door when he uses the
Yeah.
restroom. He doesn't want me anywhere near him when he's showering.
Oh no, I'm not allowed no more. If you need help, it
Yeah,
has
I'm not
to
allowed.
us here.
No. He says, no, I have it. I'm good.
Yes.
I don't need help. I'm like, you better be using shampoo. I can smell.
That's what he feels.
I'll be able to smell if you don't.
Yeah. That's what he tells me to, no, Mom, I don't need you.
Well,
I
and
can do it.
he always hated getting his hair washed.
Oh,
Always. Like, always hated it. So when he started doing it himself, yeah, I was suspicious.
Yeah. So was like, so what we do, because he washes his hair twice a week like I do.
Yeah.
But the one day that my husband home on the weekends, he will wash it just make sure that it's washed really good at least.
Yeah. See, hubby,
One of those.
he doesn't like it that his dad comes in and helps him sometimes, but he will let it.
Yes.
He'll do it, but not me. I'm not allowed.
No, Mom.
I'm a girl.
Yes, I Mason's the same way. He's like, no, Mom. But his dad, we could kind of get it just like.
My oldest two don't care. They'll get naked. My oldest gets mad. He'll pee on stuff like a dog. Drives me crazy.
Oh.
Like, have to aim him into the bathroom sometimes.
Mason, is Chloe awake? No. Okay. I needed him to take the dog out, but she's asleep. Our dog is really old. She's 15. She's 105.
Oh,
she's
that's good age.
105 in dog years, and she's a Shih Tzu, and her hips up all over the place because it's common for little dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been sleeping a lot the last couple of weeks, which scares me because I know, like,
Yeah,
it's getting close. So
at least you
I
can
use-
prepare for it then.
yeah, and I'm getting Mason prepared for it too because we've had Chloe since she was 4. She was I took her from a natal home that couldn't take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had her for 5 years in my possession.
Yeah.
And my sister had her for 1 year before I did. And even in that 1 year my sister had her, she liked me when I was over there a lot at one time, and the dog liked me more than my sister. So
My friend's cats used to love my husband when we would go over there. There's this one big black cat. He was called Morpheus after Matrix. He had these really big eyes too. He was absolutely beautiful. He looked like somebody shrunk a panther. Just took a panther and shrunk him. He was all muscle.
yeah.
And hubby was standing by the bar, and the cat jumped up and started rubbing on him and putting. And the owner says to him, "Be careful. He doesn't like being touched, and he bites." And hubby looks at us and says, "He did it, not me." I didn't do it. He did it.
Mason, come here.
Yes?
Go get my soldier for me. Go get my soldier, please.
You said I can go back over?
Not yet. I need to get my tablet.
Oh,
He's
goodness
always
gracious.
asking me to do stuff. He could go get my soldier for me. Get my soldier.
My youngest is starting to be able to do stuff like that. Like, if I ask nicely.
A lot of people make me feel guilty sometimes because he does do a lot of kiddie things. Because the stuff I physically can't do.
Right.
So he does it.
Hey, I was cooking at 8 for me and my little brother.
And then a lot
And
of people
doing laundry.
I get a lot of comments about how can be on the spectrum and he does so much stuff. I'm like, but at the end of the day, I need him to be an adult who can take care of himself.
Right.
So if he could do it for himself, why not let him? Or why not have him help?
That's my two oldest. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like if I die or he dies, I don't know what's going to happen with my oldest.
I see, but in that case, I would be scared because they're on the lower side of the spectrum. But with you, youngest and Mason, they're on the higher side of the spectrum. And
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a 1.
They could do more for themselves.
I hope he
And-
gets. I hope my youngest gets past this I hate my siblings stage. He doesn't really. Every now and then I see him give his brother and sister a hug or, here, let me get that for you, kind of nice stuff. But he's at that, shut up, go away from me. Get away from me.
My siblings have made comments about how they resent me because growing up they would have to help me do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like because we're all of you apart. I'm the youngest.
Right.
My sister's the middle, and then my brother's the oldest. And at one point, my sister like had to do a lot for me, like my hair and like girl stuff. And because my parents were they were addicts, so we took care of each other, like me and my siblings, and they have felt like they was in me because they couldn't do stuff because they had to help me. And like I I'm like, well, let's come to the city because I didn't ask to be here. And I didn't ask to be disabled.
Right.
Like it wasn't a choice. And why are you gonna be mean to me because of the situation? Like
Yeah,
we all lived in that.
I worry about that with the youngest. That I'm like, I don't want him to feel like I want him to do stuff because he wants to. I don't want him to do stuff because he feels like he needs to. I do have to remind him that he's not the parent sometimes, though. You are not the parent. You're the brother.
The only thing that is irritating because my siblings, they always went out. They were always doing stuff. I was the one who was always stuck at home until I got like a certain age, so my parents wouldn't let me go places.
Right.
But like before 14 or maybe 13, I wasn't really allowed to stay the night with friends because of my disability. My parents didn't feel like somebody else that have the responsibility to help me do the little bit of things I couldn't do. And the only thing I can't do is the thing that I couldn't do back then is like tie my shoes and do my hair.
Mm-hmm.
And like if I have to walk home, because I didn't have a wheelchair until last year,
you were telling me that. I'm pretty impressed with that, actually.
So I still walk to this day. And so I've had to walk my whole life. So my parents didn't feel like somebody else to be responsible for having to deal with having to help me. So I wasn't really allowed to go places till I was old enough to kind of do it for myself.
Mm-hmm. Or know who and when to ask.
Exactly. And even to this day, I don't like to ask for help because I don't like the comments, the underhanded comments about asking for help.
See you in a half hour, Myrtle. Yeah, I know. When I was growing up, I wasn't. I never asked for help with anything, like ever. Because even like when I started getting bad at math, I wouldn't ask for help. Because basically they were like, just do it, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I just started learning how to ask for help a few years back. It's our society kind of.
Well, even to this day, I don't like to ask for help because I don't like to hear like because I don't like the comments about like, oh, I have to do this. So, like, if you're gonna make comments, then don't help. Don't
Well, and
do
the other
it.
thing is my mom does stuff and then
Uh-huh.
she like gets mad at me about something. It's like, I did this.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that. You came over and did it.
Exactly. That's how it is. And I'm like,
Don't. And one day we got in a big fight about 2 years ago, a big fight. And I said, you know what? I don't need to take this from you.
no.
You can just not come over to my house. You get to see the kids when we go over to see you.
See, my mother passed away. 7
You okay?
months. Yeah, 7 months before I got pregnant with Mason.
Oh,
So my son Hector, he doesn't have grandparents per se. My husband's mother, we don't speak to.
I understand. I have a few
my,
relatives like that.
and my father, he's not very family oriented,
Neither's mine.
and he's very antisocial. And I believe it was 3 years ago, he was diagnosed with cancer himself.
Oh, jeez.
So we, even though my dad lived this older us, my dad doesn't like kids. So my son doesn't have a relationship with my dad either. And my husband's father passed away when we were 15. So my son doesn't have grandparents.
Right.
And he doesn't see my husband's siblings because of bad habits. For the
Right.
same reason we don't see my siblings. We just don't want to be around it. So Mason really doesn't have anybody but me and God.
Yeah, my kids too. Except for the neighbor kids. My friend Jessica,
Yeah,
there is a neighbor and she has two autistic kids and then she has a stepdaughter who's older. And they're all really sweet. And the middle girl who's autistic is they're I think she's younger than my youngest, but not by much.
Uh-huh.
But she's much bigger. She's much taller and built. And but they get along very well. Like they figured out each other's names and they can kind of talk to each other. So it's really cute. So in my head, he's her boyfriend in my head.
Mason has my niece, which is my provider, and she's 20, but she's there for my dad, so she's here more than she is at my dad's house. And Mason's really close to my niece, and he's really close to my sister's kids. But since everything that happened, my sister doesn't allow me to see the girls. And my nephew, he's 18 now, and I see him, but he has his own life. Like, he
Right.
lives with his girlfriend, so Mason really, when he bonds with people, he tries not to because he says everybody he bonds with, they take him away. So Mason doesn't get close to people. But
I understand, Mason. I do the same thing now because everybody went away. We used to have like 30 plus people come to our house the last weekend of every month and have dinner and a big bonfire and stuff at the end of the month. And they're all gone. They're all gone. Oh, that was exciting.
What happened?
I have no idea. But we got to go. We will be back for Minecraft in a half hour. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Sorry we didn't pull out the makeup, but we just didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
We just sat here and chatted. We'll be back, though. Thank you, Chris. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
spend my energy. Give my attention if yours ain't there. I don't wanna give you the best of me if you're just gonna give the rest. You see, I don't play the long game unless I'm your end game, babe. Don't you do it to me what you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. Follow the golden rule, we won't have no problems. Hey, don't you go making a fool of me. Don't make no mistake loving you. But if you're running around on me, let me spell it out for you. ITGAS. If I'm not the